There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotion had an echo in so much space. When you're out there without care, I was out of tune. But it wasn't because I didn't know, no. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. I hope that you're having the time of your life. Think twice.
Hello, everybody. Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are well. Few things I'd like to talk to you about today. I won't be long. We may be here 15, 20 minutes. And I'm hoping my internet is going to sustain this broadcast because, as you know, most of this is purely dependent on great internet service. Hello, everybody. Hi. A few shout outs to you guys. I love the song. Dorcas says, I love the song. Thank you so much. Good morning, SML TV. Good morning to you. Good morning. Who is that? Lifuna Musa. Good morning, Mr. Simon. Watching you from Western Province. Thank you. Watching us from Western Province. Somebody's watching us from Umazawoga. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you. And somebody's watching us from, I don't know where this is. Where is that? I've never heard of that. Good morning, Simon. Watching. Oh, that's again. Well, hey guys. Very quickly, there's something that I think that, as you know, as is my custom, anytime you come across a headline or a video clip that piques your attention, you want to comment on that. And that's what we do. We are social commentators. I always get amused when people say to me, but Mwewa, must you talk about everything? Well, the truth is I only talk about things that I'm interested in or things that I want to comment on. I do not speak on every single solitary topic because I'm not a jack of all trades. You must understand that. So last night, I was looking at a video clip of the former minister of Lusaka province, Bowman Lu Sambo. Movie TV seems to, they like him a lot. And I think he was on movie TV. And he made reference to the current political angst within the country, the political environment in the country. Bowman said, if the elections were to be held today, according to him, he feels that the current administration, the UPND, would lose. And then the interviewer very cleverly asked him, he said, well, who would run? Who would be the presidential candidate on the PF ticket if elections were to be held today? And Bowman Lu Sambo walked into that trap. He said, oh, of course, it would be Edgar Lungu. We have been saying this, and not when I say we, you've been saying it, I've been saying it. Everybody that names the name of this nation as their country has been saying it. Every well-meaning citizen in this nation has been saying it. That there is a clandestine, undercover operation that is hatched by people that call themselves loyalists to Mr. Lungu and Mr. Lungu alone, that are trying everything within their power to bring back this man as their sole candidate on the PF ticket in 2026. That's the goal. In their minds, they don't think that anyone else can fill those shoes. And there's several reasons for that. I'll highlight two reasons. This cluster, this small group of people that are comprised of Bowman Lu Sambo, Bakam Piongo, Rafael Savimbi Nakachinda, and many others like him. These guys, in their minds, feel that Edgar Lungu is the only unifying factor within the PF. He is the glue. According to them, former President Lungu is the only glue that can hold the party together, number one. That's what they think. Secondly, they feel that Edgar Lungu, former President Edgar Lungu, is the only person that can galvanize and raise the money they need in order to run a nationwide campaign. Now, remember, in this day and age, it's very different from what it was back many years ago during the MMD. Today, in 2023, for you to run a successful presidential campaign, for you to run a successful nationwide campaign that covers all the provinces, all the districts, every single representative in the country, you need at least $10 to $15 million to do that. In their minds, they think that it's only Edgar Lungu that can do that. Number three, and this is the most important thing, the reason these people think that only Edgar can do this is because they are still furious. They're still so angry. They are bitter beyond description that Mr. Lungu lost to HH. They hate that. It is a bitter taste in their mouths. They hate it so much so that when they wake up in the morning, the very first thing they do is they hit themselves against the wall and they say, how could this happen? How could power slip through our fingers? How could all of a sudden this man that we campaigned against, we crisscrossed this whole nation, and we told our people that this man named Hakainde Hichilema should not, must not, will not become president. But then all of a sudden the Zambian people woke up in August and they did the exact opposite of what we asked them to do. How can this be? Emotionally, that's where the PF are. They can't believe it. And so because of that, in their minds, they feel the only person that they can float is Edgar Lungu in their minds. Because what it is, it's an effort, it is a ploy, it is machinations to take back what they think is rightfully theirs by birthright. And this is the sinister, insidious, draconian attitude of the PF, the notorious Patriotic Front. In their minds, the presidency is their birthright. The Patriotic Front, the NPF, the notorious Patriotic Front, do not think of service. They don't think in their minds. They don't realize that when you are elected a president, you're elected to serve and you have a tenure. They don't realize that. What they think in their minds is that this was our God-given right. And someone stole it from us. You bunch of jokers. You bunch of idiots. Kutumpoko. When you serve as president, it's not your God-given birthright. It's an opportunity to serve the people of this nation. That's what it is. Are you hearing that? So here it is. Let me throw this up here. Let's for a moment talk about the political angst in Zambia right now. And mark my words and make no mistake, there is a political rising angst in this nation. The word angst simply means tension, anxiety, fear. Why? Because we have created an environment where a certain group of people feel that they can do everything within their power to return and to retain, not retain, sorry. Retain means to keep. They will do everything within their power to regain. That's the word I was looking for. There it is. To regain power. And let me say this, and mark my words, this is not a prophecy, this is just common sense. If former President Lungu returns to active politics, many people, here it is, I'll throw it up here. Many people will die. Are you hearing that? Somebody may ask the question, well, how do you know that? Or what makes you think that? It's very simple. These cadres, these PF cadres and these UPND cadres, in 2026, there will be an outright cadre war. And ababa lumendo na abakashana aba itati ama cadres, ababa fuala ama colors yaba. Color green na color red. Mu 2026, Lungu ngababa chita reinstate as the sole PF candidate on the PF ticket. Bwana mukalafu wange nkoko. Bantu bakula ipayafi. Bakula ipayana. These chaps, they have no sense of service. They don't think of the future. It's all about them. The PF cadres that lost power are hell-bent to regain it because they missed the lives that they led when they were in power. They miss it, and they are jealous. They are green with envy when they look at the UPND and they say, oh, if you they took it away from us. They took a way of life away from us. We used to flash money all over the show. We used to drive a Mercedes-Benz along Cairo Road with a boot full of money. PF parking apakati pa musebo. Baka pokola bare tutina. Ne bare tutina. Edo ba UPND baisa bawina, and they've taken away our way of life. We must do everything within our power to regain it. And the only person we can use to regain it, according to the PF, is by Edgar Lungu. Now, my admonition to Mr. Lungu if you love this nation, you will put an end to this nonsense. Are you hearing me? Let me say that again. If former President Lungu loves this nation, if you love Mother Zambia, if you put service before selfish ambition, because let's face it, Mr. Lungu, you've served 7 years, you live a very palatial life. A former president lives a life that the average Zambian doesn't live. Your medicals are taken care of. Once a year, you can go to any destination in the world. You can go to Louisiana. You can go to Shreveport, Baton Rouge. You can go to Madagascar. You can go to South Alabama. You can go anywhere in the world once a year. Your house is taken care of. The government builds you a brand new, huge, massive, palatial home. Your security is taken care of. You're living the life. You are 66 years old. You have served 7 years of your life to this nation. You've given 7 years of your life to this nation. And here you are, you're listening to idiots like Chilufyatayali. You're listening to child molesters like Chilufyatayali. You're listening to vagabonds like Rafael Nakachinda. You're listening to bottom feeders like Lu Sambo. And you say that you love this nation? No, sir. Introspection is what you need. You need to sit down with Mama Esther and say, honey, is this the way we want to go? Is this the legacy we want to leave behind? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Because let me tell you, Mr. Former President, your decision to return to active politics is going to cause a variety of damage. You know why? Because you're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. You've got no legal right. You've got no constitutional right. You have no moral right to run again for president after having been sworn in twice and serving 7 years. If you decide to run for president in 2026, you'll be 70 years old, Mr. President, Mr. Former President, and you're going to wallow in the cesspool of controversy at 70 years old. No, sir. You should be in Hawaii somewhere. You should be in Mfue National Park, driving through the jungle, shooting pigeons and enjoying tea on the coast of the Zambezi with your family. That's what you should be doing. Why? Because you've served. Everything that's happening right now in the Patriotic Front, in the NPF, everything is being done for selfish reasons. Lu Sambo sits in front of a camera on television and says, if elections were to be conducted today, the UPND and HH can lose. Lose against who? Mr. Lungu. If President Lungu stood on it, that ship has sailed. That boat left the dock 2 years ago. Who wants to sit here and talk about the past? That is water under a bridge. Accept it. What you guys need to do, galvanize, select a brand new crop of leaders that will push your agenda forward. Select a new leader now so that by the time 2025, 2026 rolls around, you can begin to proselytize and preach your crazy message. But here it is, you're stuck in time. You're stuck in time. You idiots. You're a bunch of jokers is what you are. Uko kutumpa.